Hey everybody, so I'm here with a video that was requested a while ago, but I am finally getting around to doing it. Is a how to make your own sticker book. And I showed my sticker books in my planner sticker organization video, but I had a lot of people still asking me how I did it exactly, so this video is going to be solely dedicated to me showing you exactly how I made my sticker books. Now, you're going to need a few things. One thing you're going to need is a pack of the Happy Planner discs. I always have mine on the expander discs, which are the large ones, because my sticker books tend to get really fat, and if you have them on the large ones, you can fit, the maximum amount. If you don't have a lot, or, you want to have a different one for each kind of, sticker category, you can use the normal, the medium, or the mini ones. It's just up to you, but I use the large ones. And then you're going to need a pack of the, what are these called? They're like the clear dashboard things. Comes with a blue, a clear, and a pink one. These are the mini ones, but I don't have a full pack of the classic sized ones to show you, so I just wanted to show you what the packaging looks like. The packaging looks exactly the same for the classic sized, but you can do a mini book if you want, but this is going to be have the measurements and stuff for the classic size. So I just grabbed 2 of the dashboards for the classic size. These are really nice and thick, so they make good covers. You're going to need a cutting thing to slice your paper, and you're going to need either a paper pad, 12 by 12 papers. For me, the 12 by 12 papers are easier. I feel like I waste a little bit less paper when I use 12 by 12 because of the measurements that I do for mine. You could use basically any piece of paper that is larger than the dimensions for the sheet that we're going to be cutting out. Okay, and then you're going to need, obviously, your stickers, so you're going to be putting in your sticker book. Another thing you'll need, last thing that I forgot about, you will need the 365, Create 365 planner punch. The blue one is fine because we're just doing classic size stuff. The pink one is for the big planner. If you have the pink one, obviously you can use that because it's got more than enough things, but the blue one will work just fine. If you don't have the punch, or you don't want to spend the money on it, because I think it is $30 for the punch, well, you can use a 50% off or 40% off whenever they have one coupon at Michael's, and Hobby Lobby always has a 40% off coupon, so if you get it there, then you can use the coupon on that. So it'll only end up being $18, I think, if you use a 40% off, and then $15 if you use a 50% off, something like that. Or you can purchase a pack of note paper. It doesn't look exactly like this, but it'll have has the design on the binding. You can buy a pack of note paper for $5 at any place where they sell the Mambi planner stuff. And it'll already be punched for you, so all you're going to have to do is cut down the paper to the size that you need. So there's another option. Yeah, so let's get started. I'm going to move my stickers. And first thing I'm going to do is put the discs onto my dividers. So I usually find it easier if you just put the 2 dividers together instead of doing them one by one. It's a little bit easier when you had a slightly thicker material to work with. So you just pop them in really easily. At first I was afraid that I was going to break the little offhangs from here, but no. You just pop these suckers on. They're resilient. Alright, so those are on, all nice and fluffy. Now we're going to set this aside. And next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of paper. And like I said, it doesn't have to be from a paper pad. It could be, you know, any 12 by 12 paper. You can even use like 8.5 by 11 paper. Whatever you've got on hand. So let's pick a sheet. And you're going to need your paper trimmer. Mine pops out like that so that you can measure this way as well. And the easiest way for me to do this, okay, so the actual dimensions of this, like if you want to create pages that will end where the dashboards end, like they won't extend any further, those dimensions would be, let's see, looks like 5.5, and then should be 9.25. Yep, 9.25. So if you don't want your paper to extend further than this, and you want everything to be flush, you're going to cut your pages to 9.25 by 5.5. My sticker books, if you've seen them before, let me show you one. Mine stick out about 1/2 inch from the dividers. And now that doesn't bother me because I find that, you know, my stickers don't get damaged or anything because of that. And the reason I do it is because I tend to put larger, like I want the possibility of putting larger sticker sheets on. So like these dollar sticker sheets that I get, they're too big. So like if I were to have all my pages cut flush with the divider, I wouldn't be able to put these kinds of stickers in there. I would really only be able to put the Mambi stickers and anything smaller, but I wanted the option of putting these large ones in here too, so I just cut mine 1/2 inch larger. So mine are 6 inches by 9.25 inches. And then I just, on these sticker sheets, I just trim off the excess that doesn't have sticker on the side so that it'll fit. And then I pop them in. But anyway, so there's that. And I'm going to cut my page. So like I said, I do mine 6 inches by 9.25. Also, one of the reasons I do 6 inches is because it's a lot faster and easier if I'm using a 12 by 12 paper to do 6 inches, because then I could just, you know, slice it right down the middle and I'm not doing any excess cuts that I don't really need to do. And then I'll cut this to 9.25. So there's those. And then once you have all of yours cut, you can go in with the punch. And it has 2 white lines. There's one right there, and then there's one up here to kind of guide you. So all you do, and 9.25 is exactly the length that fits in between those lines. So you just center them in between the lines, push it all the way up into here as you possibly can, and then punch. And there you go. Now the problem with this punch that I've noticed is that if you're not using a like cardstock, like this is the thinnest kind of paper that you can put in there with just one sheet without it messing up, which really sucks. Like if you're using, well, I guess if you're using this kind of paper, you don't really have to, like it doesn't matter, you're not going to be punching yourself anyway. But if you're using like printer paper or patterned paper that's really thin or something like that, you're gonna have to put a few sheets in at a time for it to be thick enough for it to actually punch. Otherwise it's gonna leave little, like little tails right here. And those are just really annoying. You could go through and cut them off really, but it's just annoying to do that. So make sure you're using like scrapbooking paper, like good quality scrapbooking paper, like from a 12 by 12 paper pad, or like nice, you see how thick that sounds? Yeah, it needs to be pretty thick for it to punch properly, which is kind of annoying. Anyway, so those are punched, and then I have a bunch pre-punched already for the purpose of this video. A whole bunch pre-punched. Okay, so now I am going to put these inside my sticker book. You could put the stickers on first, but I find you have, a little bit more leeway when you put the papers on first, because you don't really have to worry about lining it up perfectly with this, because, you'll only be able to push it over so far because of the rings. So, it's a little less brain power. Okay, can't put that many on at once. So you just take a small chunk, that thick, and then you start popping them on. And it gets easier as the sticker book gets more full. In the beginning, you just really have to like shove these things on because they're pretty wobbly. So, because there's not much on them. But as you get more on here, the sturdier it is, it's a little bit easier. All of my paper is in, and now all I gotta do is start sticking some stickers in. Okay. I'm gonna put these ones in first. Some of them are kind of used up already, but whatever. These ones came in my box kit for my big happy planner. So all I do is take the sticker sheet, make sure it's going to fit on the page. Then I just take a glue runner, one small strip on the bottom, one small strip on the top, slap it on, and done. And you can choose to do yours single-sided or double-sided. I do mine double-sided. Ooh, there's cat hair in there. Because I have a lot of stickers, and I would just be drowning in sticker books if I did it single-sided. But the problem about doing it double-sided is that you do have to tend to be a little bit more careful when you're taking the stickers off and using them, because you don't want to damage the ones on the other side. So, like say if I wanted a sticker from this sheet, I got to be careful not to damage the ones on this side. So you do have to kind of be a little bit more careful, but I noticed that it doesn't really, it's not that big of a deal. So, let's put this one in. So I'm going to show you how I deal with sticker sheets that will not fit on the page and don't have enough room on the side for me to cut down to make it fit. This one has a little bit of room on each side, but I don't know that it would be enough for me to make this fit. So what I do when I'm in this situation is I cut the sheet in half. If it allows me, I will cut the sheet in half. Like this one, I can just cut a straight line here, and then I'll have 2 sheets. And then all I have to do is stick it in like this. Now you can have it facing out or facing in, whatever. I prefer mine to be facing out, so stick that there. Stick the other sheet over here. So I guess you'll need a glue runner. Did I forget to tell you that in the beginning? I think so. Okay. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and start sticking these in and speed it up for you guys. And then I'll show you the final product. Alright, let's go. Okay, well my camera's dying, so I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like so far. And then I'm going to go ahead and put more in it right now. It's definitely not up to its full thickness potential, but it'll get there. Anyway, that is all you do to make the sticker books. Super, super simple, you guys. Anyway, I hope that you found this video helpful or educational or good in some way. So if you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave me a comment and I will do my best to answer. So yeah, subscribe to see more, and I hope to see you in my next video, guys. Bye!